are you excited? Because I just found this guy that was in Friday the 13th Part 3, the store clerk. The guy that goes around, he drinks the juice, and then the chip. We could interview him today while we review this movie.
Hey, that's awesome.
Sure.
Our first celebrity appearance right here. We got the guy, the store clerk of the original Friday the 13th here with us. And yeah, man, we just recently watched it, so we're going to give our thoughts, UAG. What do you think about the movie, man?
Okay.
Let's properly introduce Welcome2Die. We've talked about it 1,000 times.
The DVD king, the 3D king, the person that, the last person on earth that still owns a DVD, a VHS, and a Betamax. Welcome2Die. My man, my brother from another mother. What up, man? We appreciate you coming through.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
Welcome aboard.
We know that you're a Friday the 13th aficionado. That's basically your favorite franchise. So we've been watching all of them. We're up to Part 3, and OTG told me that I have to get you on because you love this fucking movie. So you're not gonna like the things I'm gonna say.
That's okay.
Yeah, you're not. But that's okay because that's the beautiful thing about movies is an interpretation. And for me, I'm not gonna bury the lead. This was caca, trash, basura.
All right, but before you get into hating, this movie, dude, what was? Let's talk about it, man.
Wow,
it took place like right after Part 2. So Part 2, Jason's hanging around Crystal Lake, and it takes place in some private. Is it a private place? What is it called? Higgins Haven.
Higgins Haven.
It's only like what? It's like a weekend later.
Yeah,
like,
these
niggas don't rest.
Like right afterwards, dude. It's like right afterwards. I think. We find out Jason's still alive.
They showed the news. They just showed the massacre. They're digging out bodies, and literally the next weekend, like, oh, Jason's going on another shopping spree. Let me kill a couple of cats over here.
Yeah, it goes right into that scene where he's got to get new clothes, man, because he was just stabbed the fucking death in 2, and it was in the news quickly. If you listen to the news, they make it sound like he was doing some fucked up shit. So I don't know, it's kind of weird.
But you're saying the movie where Jason debuted as a hockey mask Jason is caca. I'm just trying to.
That's like the most iconic thing of the movie.
That's the saving grace of the fucking movie. If you really want to be fucking honest, between that and him getting off the fucking rope, that's the saving grace of the movie.
Listen.
That shit is trash.
He couldn't even wait to get there.
Because it got me excited. That's his fault.
His fault.
You know what? I'm on UAG's side here. It's actually kind of low key trash.
What?
The thing this movie had for it was the 3D gimmick.
The 3D gimmick is why.
The 3D gimmick is badass, dude.
That's what makes it.
Can I tell you something? I was listening to a bunch of, me and you've been going down the rabbit hole of watching interviews and things like that. And it said something about this movie, and I could see it. I was like this, damn, that's why. They were so enamored with the fucking 3D. They said, listen, we just got to make sure that the 3D pops off. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care about your acting.
Yeah, they don't care.
Make sure that the 3D works. They'll do it like 4 or 5 times just to make sure it works. And that's the whole focus. Fucking them juggling, stupid shit, the yo-yo, the fucking it was all stupid. It was so stupid.
Yeah,
yes, there was some forced. Yes, it was forced 3D. Yeah. No. They invested. They invested in that 3D, so they went all out. They're like, look, everything 3D. If you fucking blow the smoke at the camera. We need everything to be fucking 3D.
That was dope, though. That was dope. Like it was like Avatar of its time. Avatar did the same shit, and everybody loved Avatar. They put you in that 3D world. Everybody loved Avatar.
You're comparing one of the greatest directors of our time, and the movies that he did.
You gotta put the time period. The 3D is actually really awesome in this.
The 3D was dope.
Really
that was
one of the
next
best
level
3D
shit.
movies you could get. This is one of the best 3D movies you could get.
I will say this. I've been to a couple of 3D movies that I'm like, why is this even 3D? Because you don't experience anything. For example, I think it was one of the Final Destinations. That was the worst fucking 3D movie I ever seen. The only thing that was 3D was the fucking logo coming at the beginning.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to preface this, or I want to make this a thing. UAG here is talking about all this shit, and he still hasn't seen it in 3D at all. Just he hasn't even. On his TV.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
No, listen.
The movie was ass.
You didn't watch the. But you didn't watch the movie the way it was kind of like intended to be watched. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's like.
So can I tell you something? Is that gonna fix the script? Is that gonna fix the whack ass kills that it was?
Wait.
Is that gonna?
It's a slasher film.
Oh, wait a minute! Don't do that! Don't do that! Because when we was talking about part 1, and I was talking about all this, you were like, "Well, you gotta remember this and that happened." But now we get Oh, it's a slasher. None of that counts. Who cares about the acting? Who cares about the?
Let me say this. Out of my list, out of me ranking all the movies, if we're not counting Freddy versus Jason, this is the third one. This is number 3 out of all of them.
That's
where it lands for me.
You're high. Are you high?
No, dude.
No. Are you talking about 3D?
The kills? No, I'm talking about
the kills are creative as fuck, dude.
Jason, all of the Jason
movies.
Movies.
About the kills? Can you tell me the kills? Because they're not memorable. None of them were memorable.
What? The bikers in the barn?
Oh, are you?
The bikers? The bitch got stabbed in the.
But you didn't see it in 3D.
In 3D,
you didn't see them, bro. That's what I'm saying.
The only kill.
This doesn't count. This doesn't count. UAG doesn't count. I didn't even see the 3D.
And check it out. The harpoon kill at the end with the girl in the boat.
That was great.
He one tapped her across the map.
That was great. I give it that.
And in 3D, it felt like it was hitting your eyeball. But you didn't get that.
Even me not seeing it, I could tell that would have been a very big thing.
That kill was tight. That shit was tight as fuck.
I also give the one where they basically kill him. Like those are 2 things that was the saving grace of the fucking movie.
Hey, dude, I want to take it back to the beginning.
When Seth Rogen was the saving grace. Charlie's the asshole.
Like when you see Jason make his appearance and he's going through the store and like he's hiding behind the barn, the look, I didn't really care for the look that they gave him. They kind of went like to the original, like where he's bald. He's no longer with the red hair. He doesn't have the overalls. I don't know. He looked kind of goofy, man. Like he didn't want to show himself. Like he was scared. Like he was hiding. And I didn't like the look, man. When he got into the clothes, like to the whole thing, it's a whole different Jason. He looks different. His body. He looks
brolic. I like that because the other one looked like like he was mad thin. He basically looked like you. He was a midget. I'm glad that he grown up into his big body because that's his identity. That's Jason. That's Jason.
That's his identity.
It gets better. Like Kane Hodder is like the favorite Jason. Like as soon as you go, but talking about this one, it was a change up. I personally didn't like his face. I didn't like the makeup of the face. Like you see it like towards the end when he like kind of laughed and showed his face.
That was the funniest part of the movie, though.
Yeah,
he was like that. Bitch, you know who I am.
No, but check this out. This is the one Friday.
You look like
13th.
Him a little bit.
This is the one Friday 13th.
He ain't never been this handsome, baby.
They never say the name Jason through the whole movie. Watch the whole movie unless they say it in the news part. But as far as the characters, not one person says Jason. Now, what is weird about this movie? It took a whole different twist, like because the main chick, I believe her name is Chris. She talks about like a past event with Jason. It gets into like he basically. I mean,
you think he
some
fucked
sexual
her, right?
shit to her, yeah.
I think he ran a train on her. Him and his boy, Freddie.
And that was kind of weird. That's like the Jason that we really don't like. We ignore that. We act like that scene didn't happen, man. It was very weird that part.
That.
Yeah, I think that happened because they wanted to go a different route with the story, but the actress wasn't coming back from part 2. The one that went to like the hospital in the beginning, they talked about her, Jenny, I think.
Yeah.
And they were gonna go a different route with her, so they try to like replace her with this bullshit backstory filler, and it was. I think that's what they were aiming with it, and they even did the dream sequence at the end, right? And but then I just finished watching it. I didn't say to viewers, like I literally just to get on. I watched the whole movie again. It still holds up. It's still epic, and you see him dead. Like after the dream sequence, like Jason was still lying on the floor with the axe on his head. So like she just went completely psycho, which was the same thing with the last chick from part 2. So I think they were just trying to replace her.
OTG, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This movie got even lazier. I told you how they've been lazy with the first 1 and 2. Like they give you a 5-minute snippet. They said, "Yo, we're gonna do a whole like 15, 20 minutes of part 2."
But you know what they did? They cleared up part 2 because it's very confusing when you watch part 2. You don't know what's a dream sequence. You don't know what is. So they kind of cleared it up. I like that they redid it because it kind of.
I can see the reason why they did that. Trust me, I believe that. But I feel kind of cheated, especially when you just saw it.
But look,
well, it's because you just watched it.
But look at the backstory. Look at the backstory of the mask. Like, first of all, Shelly, he reminds me of Seth Rogen, and he was the asshole. He was the one playing the pranks and all that, and that was his mask. And then like Jason takes it on, and the very first kill is like one of the best fucking kills ever. So it's just iconic, man. Going forward.
Hey, all right. This is a problem I have with Shelly. Everyone praises him. I think he kind of ruined with his pranks. He kind of broke the fourth wall by seeing how the effects are done. Like you really thought like, oh shit, Shelly's gone the first time, but he's he got this thing on his head or whatever. It kind of like broke it for me right then and there.
That was the purpose of that him and that doing that is that when you finally see him, when he's finally fucking dead, you're like,
I didn't see it that way. Like, because growing up, you probably played pranks on your parents. It's like, oh, I got cut, and you throw ketchup in your hand, or you put ketchup on your white T-shirt. Like, oh, I got shot.
Yeah, if it looked fake, if it looked fake, but it looked exactly like how the movie looks, the movie quality.
Okay,
so broke it
what about the kid?
I've
with the
used
mask?
prosthetics as a kid, so I mean, those type of pranks, you know, it depends how sick you are. You'd buy
it took me out of the movie for me. It just took me out of the movie. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm not saying no kid can do it.
But it didn't ruin the movie for you.
It kind of took me out of it. I was like,
little immersion lost. Okay.
And then like Shelly's character, he was more like a feel sorry for me. Like this is the only way I could like, you know.
But that's his whole purpose in the movie is like, listen, you brought me a bad bitch. The bitch don't like me. The only thing I got is jokes in this aspect.
Being cringe,
yeah.
And that's the only attention that he's ever received.
Hey, I'm not the hugest fan, but whatever. Shelly's cool. Like, I do like him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to act like I don't. But anyways, the characters, remember, a while back I did say, man, it would be so cool if there was a Cheech and Chong. Y'all didn't grow up around Cheech and Chong.
Basically, the guy was in the fucking movie.
That's what I told y'all in the video last time. I go, we already had him. Imagine. Chuck and what's her name? Shelly? I don't remember her name. I don't know. They were funny, the stoners, dude.
I know in most movies, like the young characters played by an older guy, but that nigga was too old. He looked like he was like 40 years old.
Yeah, he didn't look that old. He didn't look the character. The
other characters looked like they were 20, 30, maybe trying to be a teenager. He looked like he was fucking 40. That nigga looked like he was 40.
Dude, I don't like 3 because the characters aren't memorable. They're kind of stupid.
The characters are weak. I'll agree. Characters are weak. And the pacing's kind of trash a little like early on. Sorry.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Do you remember that one character, dude? The one that was doing the handstand when I saw that?
Oh my god! Yeah,
this is cringe.
Okay, doing
that's cringe.
The whole movie.
No, but that's cringe. But like, dude, movies back then were doing that. There was that jungle gym ass motherfucker in the movie. Like, you ever notice that? Like, there's one dude doing some chin ups on the door or doing dude. They always had some shit like that in slasher movies specifically. But yeah, he pissed me off. He was annoying. He was annoying as fuck.
Like, it's too much. I'm glad he got killed, man. When he got killed, I'm like, yeah.
Welcome to Die. The question that I have for you though is, why was you testing out all the food in the market? Like, and then you gonna put it back on the shelf like that like nobody was gonna notice that this juice is missing. You take the cookies.
You talking about the dude in the beginning, Luigi in the beginning?
This nigga hiding it. He's hiding liquor in the fucking bathroom and drinking it on the toilet. That's disgusting.
UAG, you gotta watch that 3D, man. When you watch it, you see the goldfish, or you see that chick on the TV.
You have to watch it 3D, bro. I think
when they go into the field and they go into the grass and the trees and out in the open, all that's in 3D, man. That's all 3D. Immersive.
Everything, dude. Even when that one part where the bikers, I thought the bikers were weak. They whatever. I didn't like the bikers. But that scene in 3D with the car, the windshield, that shit looks sick in 3D. It looked funny, dude. It looked cool.
The baseball bat in the beginning. The baseball bat in the beginning sticking out. Like, there was just so much. Like, the 3D was on point.
again, that's not gonna. It's gonna be a cool experience, but it's not gonna change my view.
Dude, that's what that was the goal.
But that's what it
is.
It wasn't that movie had sick kills. It didn't have the greatest story. It had sick kills.
But the bikers. It was
awesome.
What do y'all think of the bikers? Y'all think they were weak? Come on.
They were weak.
They died mad easy. And
but then the main one, I forget his name, but the main one, his acting was bad. Yeah.
The girl,
he was smiling and laughing.
Yeah, it was all bad.
But what I want to know is like, what happened to him that he just stood there like he was out, like passed out the whole movie and came back in the last 5 seconds?
Yeah.
He caught a concussion, bro. His whole head was red. Yeah, I think he hit him with like a hammer, or he hit him with like a wrench or something.
Yeah, but he was hitting it. He was out for a minute. Like, he was out.
Hey, they wanted to save the moment. Come on. You're not supposed to think that much about a slasher. You're thinking too much.
Man. You're doing too much.
I love how y'all do this.
No, dude, you're doing too much.
Wait a minute. When I don't point that out, you be like this. Well, blah, blah. And when it's a movie y'all like,
there he goes to that same shit again.
Just wipe it away. It doesn't matter.
It's not wiping away.
Hey, I'm gonna go back to whenever Shelly, like Jason gets the hockey mask from Shelly. Doesn't he look funny? Like, he wants you to look like, hey, look at my mask. Like, look at my mask.
He's showing it off.
He was happy.
Like, do you see this?
He looked happy.
Because my new outfit.
Because that was his look. That was the iconic moment of
and
like,
that was an accident. That's
Jason.
the crazy part. That was all because they wanted to just check lighting on productivity. And they had to stretch that shit. That's why that shit looked flat. That shit would have fit that man's face.
Yeah, they had to redo the mask to fit his face and stuff. Like, they had to make it bigger.
I gotta ask you, AG, then, where does this rank in the franchise?
Well, I haven't seen the whole franchise, but I've only seen 3. So you know what? It's 3.
So right now it's in last.
And if I could put it lower than that, it would be lower than that.
Dude, they get worse. I'll tell you that. There's some bad ones. I actually don't rank it that high myself.
But it's good. It has a lot of redeeming qualities. I couldn't say that about anything about the first Halloween. It's still better than.
Dude, stop bringing up Halloween.
Stop bringing up Halloween, dude.
It's still better than the first Halloween.
Ridiculous, dude.
It's still better.
Nah, you know what? This one has a story that you can follow along. It's a basic story. I didn't really like the setting, the whole barn thing. The barn thing to me was cool. I mean, whatever. But it's
I like
not
the
my
setting.
favorite, man.
But you know what? I want to bring
the isolated cabin setting like that. That's kind of his atmosphere, though. I'm not gonna lie, like that. That's like a maintenance barn, you know. It's part of it.
I gotta bring this back because you mentioned it earlier, and then I have to bring it back because you're like, oh, I don't like that he gave away the look of, like, you know, Shelly killing himself and like he basically breaking the fourth wall. But can't you say the same thing with Tommy and his mask? Like, those masks were legit, and it was too legit for like
that character was like based on Tom Savini. I mean, it was the same name, Tom. We'll talk about that in part 3, but real quick to say it was like, he didn't make those masks. Yeah, I did. It did. It was raw as fuck. I do have my criticisms of part 4, and that is one of them. But at the same time, Tommy was such a cool character, which UAG, you'll see it next. The next one's really good. You'll see he could fix cars. He could do all kinds of shit. And so Tommy,
he's the MacGyver of the Friday the 13th franchise.
You see, it is realistic for Shelly to do this.
Yeah.
But the effects were so good, it looked like part of the movie. It kind of threw me off. I was like, oh, now I'm looking at the rest of the movie to see how it's fake, you know?
Yeah, some of the effects were kind of weak, like the eyeballs and stuff like that when it popped out from the guy's head. It was still cool, but yeah.
That was a product of the time.
We didn't give the GOAT to fucking the new replacement of Ralph, Crazy Ralph. We got the guy laying in the middle of. First of all, why is he laying in the middle of a road?
Drunk.
He's weird. He's not supposed to be normal.
And just
it's weird.
I warned thee. Or some shit like that. Yeah.
You got to have a Crazy Ralph in the movie, and he was in there. I give him his props. Listen, for me, I didn't. The deaths weren't memorable for me. For me,
you're disqualified, bro.
The harpoon.
You didn't watch it in 3D. You're disqualified. You're disqualified.
The harpoon was awesome. But
you didn't watch it 3D.
The best scene in the movie. Scene in the movie. Is when that bitch.
Bro, the only thing I can tell you, you know those movies that was like, yo, you gotta watch that movie high. But if you don't watch it high, it sucks. That's what UAG did. That's the equivalent of that. Like he was supposed to watch it in 3D.
It's not going to save the movie. That's it. Okay. Now, but I will say that Jason hanging on that rope and then just taking himself off. That shit. I was like, yo, that's the Jason I know and love. Where you been at, baby?
You don't know Jason.
All right. We'll each go through that. That's all you guys say, UAG, about the movie. Your finishing words.
That was my favorite part.
You know, as for me, dude, I do like it. It took place like right afterwards. To me, it had a different feel. Yeah. I mean, it is cool that we see how Jason got the look, but I personally didn't like their first attempt at it. I didn't like the way the makeup was done. His teeth look kind of weird. The characters were okay. I thought they were kind of cheesy. They're not memorable. Shelley was cool. I know I dog I don't think I think he's overhyped, but anyways, in the movie he is good. I do like the Cheech and Chong, even though it's really, really bad. But this movie is one you do have to see in 3D. I want to say, this movie has a kill that actually goes back to the Kevin Bacon one, right? The arrow through the thing. And when she's reading a magazine, it actually has, they threw some love to Savini. It actually she's watching, I think it's Fangoria she has, and it's like on a page of Tom Savini. So I think that's pretty cool. They threw a little love to him. I think the effects are really good for 3D. You got to watch it 3D because it does make a difference.
I'm gonna watch it again.
I want to pick.
It's not gonna change it for me, but
I wrote down some notes. So these are like three things I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
The cops passing by and then they were panicking and they were swallowing the drugs and all that stuff. That was funny.
That was classic.
The part where the girl was like, "Rick, help me," and then like Jason threw his body through the glass like in the cabin. That shit was funny. And then, like, last is, like, if you have to watch it in 3D, when Jason gets hit with the axe in his head, he's charging the screen in 3D. That shit looks amazing.
He's literally like,
Just to piggyback off what you said, when he throws the guy through the window, that's to show you how, first of all, how big Jason is, because that was a big-ass dude. That nigga handed him like a fucking sack of potatoes. He basically did the Sub-Zero throw, threw him through the fucking window.
How he throws an ice clone.
He was a savage.
That's what he did.
It showed him
part 3, like the potato sacks, the unmasked Sub-Zero. Yeah, the easy throw. Yeah, dude. But to finish off my last words of the movie, I will go around. We'll let Welcome2Die and Gali. We'll get Gali and say Welcome2Die last. I think it's fun. It's a good watch. It doesn't suck, but it's definitely not one of my favorites compared to like. I don't know. I put a lot of them ahead of it. I think rewatching it, like the more I see it, the more I don't like it. But it is a movie you have to see in 3D. And whatever, it's good. But Gali, what are your finishing thoughts before we go Welcome2Die and let our special guest just end this?
Yeah.
Well, we gotta do the rating of the book.
We'll do that after. Yeah, we'll do that after. Basically, I agree. The characters are weak. They're pretty forgettable, and I do think early pacing is pretty slow, but it does pick up throughout the movie. And what makes up for it, like I said, the 3D effects definitely carry the movie. I was a huge fan of the 3D. I love the cheesy yo-yo, the popcorn, everything, all that shit, dude. All that shit made the movie so fun, so cool as a kid and today, because you get to appreciate like what they were doing. Like you just appreciate it. Like, oh, this is fucking dope. And this is the debut of Jason. This is Jason Voorhees that you know for the rest of the franchise. He's not Potato Sack Man no more. He's not Riri in the pool no more. No, he's Jason Voorhees hockey mask. So I love the movie. I love it. I understand it's not that great as part 2, but I like the movie.
Just to piggyback off what he said too, I'm sorry, because you just jogged my memory. One of the things that I didn't like about this is that it took too long for the first kill. Normally he has a big iconic opening scene. And he didn't have that for me in this one. And I think that took me out of it for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It seems like it's a rule with like a lot of horror movies that get straight to a kill.
Yeah, you got to have that creepy setting. Yeah.
But now, Welcome2Die, it's your turn. The floor is yours. Go as long as you want. Tell us.
Right, I'm going to piggyback off of what UAG just said. Because they were setting up the 3D setting. Like in the very beginning, the curtains and all that stuff, that was like in your face.
Yes.
And like the TV antenna, that was in your face. The mouse was in your face. Like they did all that stuff. Even the snake, right? So they were setting that up perfectly in 3D. I think the first kill happened like 15-20 minute mark, but they had that whole 3D world going. And after watching it now, I still love it. I mean, you can nitpick all you want, but if you're just in it for the 3D and just turn off your brain and want to enjoy a movie, the kills were great, then fine. Like, you know, it's not the perfect movie, but it just.
Can I ask you a question? Is it that you love this movie so much because you get to use your TV? Because
let the man talk.
Let the
man talk. He didn't interrupt you. Let him talk.
Let him talk. Dude, he's our guest.
This is called a conversation. I'm having a conversation.
It's cool.
You can have conversations off stream.
I've seen plenty of 3D movies. I've seen them in the movie theaters. Well, what happened, what was the downfall, is that they started charging 3D when they weren't supposed to for movies that didn't make any sense. But there is more bad 3D movies than there are good 3D movies. And this movie falls into a great 3D movie. This is like top 5, top 10 3D movies. If you're into 3D movies, you should have this in your collection. This hands down. And then like the replay value, you guys could say, oh, this is like decent or whatever, but this is one of those that you could watch over and over again because of the 3D.
Yep.
I agree. And one thing I just want to throw out, I've been inviting UAG to check out the 3D. If anyone's listening to this and wants a way to watch it, MetaQuest, if you can get it working, which is not too hard.
It's not.
You can rip the thing with free software. You can download it at places, but you can watch it on big screen. It's free. Yeah, there's other programs you can pay for, but it's fucking amazing. And that when Welcome2Die is saying that shit's in your face, it literally is. Like, it's really, really good.
We're testing it out this weekend.
So anyone, UAG's opinion, guys, don't just ignore it.
Grain of salt. Grain of salt. Grain of salt. Grain of salt alert. Grain of salt alert. Grain of salt alert. 3D hands.
When y'all watch this,
3D hands.
When you watch this, I want y'all to write in the comments and tell me, well, you know, UAG was right. This story was kind of weak.
No.
All right, UAG. Right now is the rating time. We're gonna go back down the same order. The ratings, and to explain it to anyone that doesn't know Welcome2Die, we have our own ratings. It's super easy. If it's top of the line, the best, it's just called Steelbook. If it's good, but it's not the best, it's going to be 4K. We just call it 4K. And then middle, stream it, and then there's trash. Super
Basura.
Simple. We have our own rating. What do you give Friday 13 Part 3, UAG?
Okay. See, I'm going to throw you a curveball. Because of what happens that's so intricate to the whole franchise in this movie, I'm not giving it a steelbook, but I am going to give it a 4K. I think it's worth that because of the iconic, like him reviving himself and the fucking mask. I told you those two things really saved the movie for me, and I will come back to watch it to see if I see something that I didn't catch before. So definitely, it's going to be a 4K for me.
All right, for me, I'm gonna put it Steelbook only because it's part of the Friday 13th series. I have to have almost every Friday. Well, I do have to have every Friday 13th movie. If there is a 4K, I'm literally buying it, and it's not the best of the Friday 13th. It just depends on what day you ask me. I may have it high, I may have it low. That ranking's always changing, but for what it is, 3D, Welcome2Die is right. He's been telling me since the beginning, you gotta watch it 3D, you gotta watch it 3D. It's a whole different experience, 3D. Yep. And when you can kind of shut off your brain, like he says, and just have fun, it is a fun movie. So in that, just for what it is, it has a lot of history, the timing, where it's at in Friday the 13th, the fact they went 3D. After that, I think is when you had other movies that like Jaws 3D, Amityville. I want to say Friday was before that.
It's better than those.
What got it started.
Yeah, they said that it was an experimental phase. So
and supposedly it was around in the 50s, I think. It was like a fad and it came back. And then we saw it come back in the early 2000s. Hopefully we're due for another comeback because 3D can be amazing. And that movie, to go back, it's pretty fun. Yeah. You, Gali, what's your ranking?
Come on. Steelbook 4K, stream it. Give me all of it. All of it. Give me all that shit. Mine's trash. Give me the 3D copy. Give me the Japanese they have the Japanese Laserdisc 3D format. I forgot what's called, VHD. Give me all that shit, bro. Give me all that shit, bro. All that shit.
You want the Australia version too?
Australia version, the German turbine, all those versions. Let's go. So easy.
I don't even think we even got a guess. I don't even think
I want to hear what he says.
But tell us your words, Welcome2Die.
I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm not gonna go streaming. I'm not gonna go. Was it 4K? Was it Steelbook? Well, yeah. Well, the Steelbook is the top one. That's your Steelbook is the best one. 4K, but the main one, 3D. Get it in 3D.
Let them go. Let them niggas go.
Yeah, this is a rare. This is like S tier. Like you guys said, A, B, C, D. This is S tier.
He had to buy that in from
quality.
Japan.
That's basically a Steelbook. That's basically that's a holy grail book right there.
He had to get that imported because they don't have that 3D here. He had to get that imported.
You know, in the set, you do get a 3D version in the set, but he did get it imported.
I gotta open my shit then.
3D LG
you
Cinema.
You have a 3D version in your set, dude.
But you have one. Like, dude.
I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, he's like,
or just join the big screen with us.
I'm right here. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Let's end this shit. Let's go watch this in 3D, guys.
All right. Welcome2Die. Well, we appreciate you coming. We talk about you all the time. So people we hear is
you're in the
lore.
I'm one fan. I've been watching. I love my DVDs. All right, you gotta watch it on the CRT though. You gotta watch it on the CRT.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are a huge part of Movie Mayhem lore, man. You know, we'll
you and Damien.
And we want to eventually do a whole ranking. If you have time, we definitely need you in here because we know this guy's gonna. Oh, I don't want to point. Could be anywhere. UAG's gonna fight with you.
This is number 3. This is number 3 in the franchise.
Agreed.
The third best one.
Yeah, you're right. It's number 3 for part 3.
It's 3 from the bottom, right? Anyways.
Oh my God.
We'll talk about that sometime soon. Thank you, guys.